the president still wants a jobs program for this country and thinks we need it.
Senator Pryor is originally from Camden, Arkansas. Is it possible that we now have 3 former Arkansas governors in this town?
We do have 3 former Arkansas governors. One is residing, of course, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and Senator Bumpers and myself, former governors. Dale Bumpers was the governor first. I followed him, and then, of course, then came Governor Clinton. I left Governor Clinton, by the way, in the mansion, a big, big box of Excedrins, and he said that he used them and maybe needs another box now. But I always tell people sort of jokingly, and it's really not true, but it's kind of nice in some audience to say most of the time former governors of Arkansas don't go to Washington, they go to the penitentiary. But that was true, of course, about 100 years ago, not true now. But
we have an Arkansan from Little Rock up on his feet, Michael Hiblin.
Senator Pryor, it's good to talk to you. I'm a junior at Arkansas State University, and I've lived my entire life in Arkansas, so I'm very familiar with you, and I've been following you since you were governor in the late 70s. Now, you had some pretty serious health problems last year, and I was wondering if this has in any way changed your views on health care, and also I was wondering if your health problems have made you consider retiring at the end of your term.
Well, I have 4 more years in my term, I believe 3 or 4 more years, and I've not reached that point of decision yet. I assume that I assume, Brian, that I will run again, but we'll just take that as it comes. Now, the second thing about my health problems, I'm doing very well, knock on wood, on health, and I've tried to do a little exercise and watch what I eat, tried to change a few habits, and even for folks of my age, you can do a lot to correct some very bad habits. So I'm very glad that I'm on at least some sort of a regimen, so I'm feeling much better now, and I'm very appreciative of his comments. I think that it has made me more conscientious, I say, in my pursuit of trying to get some health care reform. I've been around and in several hospitals, a lot of doctors in the last 2 years, and I have seen, observed firsthand what it costs to be sick in America. Fortunately, I had insurance. I had insurance that covered great portions of my hospitalization and ultimate heart surgery, and but I do know a lot of people who do not have that same access to the healthcare system. They may have the access, but they don't have the ability to pay for that access. So I was fortunate, and but I just heard testimony yesterday of a 10-year-old young man from Oregon. He appeared before the Special Committee on Aging, and he told about what it was like for he and his mother to care for his father, an Alzheimer's patient, and how much it costs, and what they have had to do and how they have had to sacrifice. But here's a 10-year-old American young man who probably knew more about the Medicaid laws and the Medicare laws than I know, or than most of the members of the Senate know. It was an amazing demonstration of conviction on a young man's part. I really hope someone will make a movie of the courage of this young man and his courage.
By the way, Michael Hiblin attends Arkansas State University.
Jonesboro, yes.
Jonesboro.
Very good. Very strong, by the way, in journalism and communication.